Helen, it was quite a weekend, final home regular season weekend for the team, and Friday night was one of the most exciting games ever played in Whitworth Fieldhouse. Talk about the game with George Fox.
Yeah, it was probably a much more fun game to just get to watch than to have to coach. And it was fun to coach. I'm kidding, but came in with a game plan and made some changes from the first time we played, and just I thought our players played hard. They believed that they could win that game and played with a lot of heart, and really got it done on the defensive end, holding them 20 below their average, and that's an overtime game. So I thought defensively we were really on point, and it was came down to the wire. Got it into overtime, and then had the exciting 2-1 overtime, and but they made a play at the end, and we ran things and got good shots in the final possession, and it just didn't go our way, but I was really happy with our effort, and it was a great crowd. It was a great atmosphere, so it was a lot of fun.
And then on Saturday, against a Pacific team that's fifth place in our league, but maybe if they were playing in a different league, they'd have a whole lot fewer losses. A good team, and we had to come back again to beat them.
Yeah, and I think people underestimate them. I remember the first time we played, I told my team, hey, it's a good team. And people are going, you're just going to blow them out, and then my team's like, no, they're good. And if you look, they've just had so many close losses, and you don't want to be that team where they finally get over that hump. And they're well coached, they play hard, really good offensively, and we came out a little bit flat and had to dig our way out. And I thought we had a much better focus and mindset the second half. So I was excited to finish with a win in our regular season on our home court for our seniors.
This weekend we go over to Tacoma to finish the regular season schedule at Pacific Lutheran and Puget Sound. Both important games with where we are in the standings with Puget Sound and with Whitman. Talk about these games coming up.
Yeah, I haven't looked at them a whole lot. So it's a little bit off of memory, but PLU, they compete. It will be interesting to it's never an easy place to play. The gym is just different, has a different vibe, but they play hard. They have a lot of young players, and those teams at the end of the season that don't really have that are just playing for pride are always a little bit scary, because they don't feel the pressure that sometimes the teams trying to find their place for playoffs feel. So we got to go in, we got to play well and be focused in, and then the next night we'll take on UPS, who's playing very, very well right now. They had a close game against George Fox as well, and put up some big numbers this last week. So they're especially offensively playing very, very well right now, and we'll have to look at some film and come up with a game plan and a strategy to compete with them. And that weekend will be exciting, because it's really going to be for who finishes second, third, and fourth place, with us, Whitman, and UPS all playing each other. So it should be fun, it should be exciting, and hopefully we'll come up with a great game plan and be able to execute it and put ourselves in a good position going into playoffs.
This team is an interesting mix of veteran players who have been through the pressures of the previous 2 seasons, and a big freshman class. So how does that mix in terms of the older players helping the younger players deal with the pressure?
We don't really. I think we just talk about it just being a game, and just you need to step up and rise to the occasion, and just we've been talking a lot about poise, poise is just being the best of who you can be, and just having a calmness because you're just confident in who you are and what you're going to try to do. And so we've kind of talked about that, and when our upperclassmen do that, then the new players can kind of see that's what that looks like. And so we try to just have it be by example. And so we'll try to do the same thing this week, and just who are we, and what are we as a team, and who are you, and what are you as an individual basketball player, and just build on those things and build the confidence by doing what we do well.